Guys, do you mind if I show you what I got from GameStop and then like complain for a couple minutes about thrift stores? Would that be good for you? Can I do that? So yeah, if that's cool, can you meet me over in the game corner? I appreciate that. Thanks. Okay, so the other day I was bored and I was like, you know what? This is a good day to go out thrifting. So I did. I went out to a couple thrift stores, and the first one I went out to, I was looking at the video games and they were all like priced right at price charting, and I was just like, ugh, I don't want this. I'm here for deals. That's why I'm at a thrift store, for deals. So I left and I went to the next thrift store, and the same thing. They were priced like right at price charting prices, and I was like, ugh, whatever. So then I left, and then I went to another thrift store, and at this last thrift store, that like, I know this might sound dramatic, but it like sent, I was like almost sent over the edge. I saw NHL 96 on the Game Boy, and they had originally priced it for like, it was like $39.98 or $39.99. It was $40 basically. They had originally priced this crappy sports game at $40, and they had marked it down and marked it down and marked it down to like $10, which is still like, I guess it's right at price charting now. I think I gotta check, but they had priced a Game Boy, a sports Game Boy game, at $40. And I was like, this is it. I'm at the end of my rope. I cannot do these thrift stores anymore. I was so like shook by seeing that. And you know, and I know some people are gonna be like, well, did you say anything to them? I've said things, actually at this particular thrift store, I've said things to them in the past, because they had a SNES one time with a couple of games for $500 one time. And I was like, did you mean to write $50 on here? And they were like, it's vintage, okay? These things are worth a lot of money. And they were really condescending to me. And I was like, so I'm not gonna ask them or like tell them their prices are wrong anymore, because they think that they know it all. And that's back to the SNES. It ended up getting marked down. It's like $100, and $100 was a reasonable price if someone ended up buying it. Not me. I'm not giving you my money. But yeah, this Game Boy game, $40? You're out of your mind. So I was still itching to buy something, and I was like, all right, well, let me go slum it at GameStop. And what happened at GameStop? GameStop, like, I normally complain about GameStop, but GameStop had the deals. Fire Orange N64 controller, $17.99. This is a $50 controller. Ice Blue N64 controller, $17.99. But this is like a $30 or $35 controller. Why am I getting better deals at GameStop than I am at thrift store? Hello? And they didn't even ring up for that much. Maybe I'll just put a picture up. They rang up for $15.38. They rang up $15.38. And I had my $5 off member thing, so one of them was actually 10 something. So in all, I paid 27. I'm trying not to hide. So in all, I paid like $27, $28 for this. Thrift stores, wake up. Why am I getting better prices at GameStop? And these are in good condition. Look at this. Snippy, snappy, snappy. That is good. Snippy, snappy, snappy. That is so good. Good controllers for a good price at GameStop. Crappy Game Boy games at the thrift store for $40. That's crazy. Hold on. That makes me so angry I need to snuggle a cat for a second. Okay, you can leave now. I'm sorry. Thank you. I needed that. Why didn't anyone tell me there were such good deals at GameStop on retro stuff? This is crazy. And it's not like they were hiding this. This was just up on the shelves. And it wasn't a retro GameStop. It was just a regular GameStop with N64 controllers just hanging out there. And these are OEM. You can see the Nintendo. OEM. So I guess I'm gonna have to go to GameStop more and check out their retro stuff, because they're pricing these things to go. And you should be checking it out too, apparently, because what the heck? And thrift stores, get your act together. You're for charity. You're for charity too. That's like another thing is this is for charity. And you get your stuff for free. You got that Game Boy game for free and you're trying to get $40 for it? Are you cracked out of your mind? All right, calm down, Erica. Calm down. This is just a quick video talking about these awesome controllers that I picked up. And talking about how crazy thrift stores are. I mean, obviously, let's be real here. I'm gonna still keep going. I love me a thrift store. At the end of the day, I love me a thrift store. Because who knows what I'm gonna find. Ooh. Oh, like, hold on. Like the other day, I was at the thrift store. I found this failure to launch on DVD hat for 99 cents. It does not fit my head because my head is massive, but who knew I was gonna walk in there and find this? This is crazy. So obviously I'm still gonna go to thrift stores because there are things to be found at thrift stores. But the video game market, I just feel like unless they you have to wait for the games to just sit until they mark them down. Or they have to get it through their skulls that I don't want to pay that. Anyways, let me calm down. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. 1 like equals 1 failure to launch on DVD, so hit like as much as possible because we need all the failure to launch on DVDs that we can possibly find. Have a great day, guys.